poop is this? Would you be hypnotized? And listener feedback, all this and more on today's Brilliant Observations. Do, 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 do. You know I could cut out your whole entire track can be cut out for my amazing.
I know.
Okay.
I can tell that you are a techno genius. And speaking of techno geniuses, before we even say anything else, I want to give a little shout out to the big Johnny B. John Buchanan. John Buchanan. I don't know if he even still listens. I think of him often, including last night when Saturday Night Live had his favorite horrible comic as their lead
Will
person.
Ferrell?
Bill Burr.
Oh, he loves him.
As in, I am the, named for the thing that irritates you. A burr. Yes. So, and I gotta say, he was really fucking funny. So I just wanted to make good. And say, for the record, what is already well known to everyone, John, you are right. I am wrong. I was wrong. Bill Burr is funny, and I can hear you cheering from a basement somewhere in Pennsylvania. So
Jersey.
Godspeed and God bless. Oh, he's in Jersey? I thought this whole time he was in Pennsylvania.
A Jersey basement. I think that's 3 hairs worse than a Pennsylvania basement.
Listen. Speaking of New Jersey, I also want to say, and you don't say a word about it. I'm serious now. This is totally serious.
All right.
I heard on Saturday that Governor Christie was released from the hospital, and I said, oh, thank God. Because I really was worried he was going to bite it. And I don't like the way he handled that traffic situation or lots of other things, but I don't want the man to die. So he's out of the hospital, and I hope that he recovers. And now back to funny talk. You told me that you stink, and I got to tell you, you're all like barely clad and glistening.
All right,
and you
I'll
look
start
like
there.
you've been at the beach. Your skin is glowing. My skin is sallow and strange. I have the no makeup look and the no hair look, which is, oh, God.
I'm going to start there. I did a ride this morning on the bike.
Oh, did you?
So, and that's why I asked you if you could smell me through the computer five states away. But the ride I did today kind of blew me away. I still hate riding. I'm not going to lie. I don't like exercise. If I could stay in bed or eat Twizzlers all day, I would. But I did a ride which was called a Mental Health Awareness Day ride.
Oh, sure. Ride. It's Mental Health Awareness Day and week and month and why the fuck not? Bring it. Yep.
So there's this one trainer who is, I don't know how tall she is, but she's got gorgeous flowing blonde hair. She boxes. So she's chiseled out of granite, both in her center and her arms.
Nice.
And I can't really look at her and ride because I get mad at her. It's not.
Yeah, I think that's deserved. Yeah.
And in exercise, I don't let anger fuel my hate fire. I don't like that. I prefer the gentle, soft encouragement of the coaches and when they say, add five to the resistance. And I'm like, I can't. And
you're
they
like,
whisper,
go straight to hell. Yeah.
And they whisper, yeah, you can. How did you hear me? Like, those are the coaches that gently support you and that I really enjoy. This fucking bitch, I won't even take a ride with her. And she did this mental health ride. And let me tell you, it was recommended to me by my friend Brandy last night. She's like, try this. I said, I hate that bitch. I wrote back, I hate that bitch. I'm not taking it.
Right.
All right, I did it this morning because I needed to get it out of the way. So I was focused here with you. Well, I was on that bike and I was crying and I was pushing harder than I ever had.
Good for you.
I have never been, and I wasn't crying because it was hard. I was crying because she coached. She was amazing. She wasn't punch it out. She was, life is going to give you things and it's going to feel like, and she said, add 5 to resistance. And you're like feeling what she's saying. And I had tears streaming down my face and then it caught in my throat. It was awful and it was great and it was awful again. And I didn't get a personal record on this because I was just.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That is the absolute point of exercise, of team sport, of sportsmanship.
I've never had that before.
That's what you got. Tell me more about it. I'm so excited to hear this. Go. More.
I've never gotten that before. It ended with The Greatest Showman, like this is me, that song. So I'm like, and I'm just a fucking mess. And I'm climbing out of the basement to come back into the kitchen to get something to drink and I have crusty tears on my face. And she said, it's one thing to get knocked down and they can knock you down, but you never let them knock you out. And and all of her boxing things, I was a mess. Like I was a complete mess. And I thought, I look at this human. Oh, you're crying too.
It's good. You've got to
so
keep
good.
going. It's so good.
But I look at this human and I see a perfect human, right? I see this tall, blonde-haired, chiseled, really like fitness model. Everybody I know men only ride because they want to fuck her. Like I'm pretty sure they're like,
I don't know.
If I ride faster, I could catch her.
And I have more faith in women. There's a subset of every gender that wants to get in her, giant Rocky tight pants. But there's also people who were there for the brain fuck that you got.
I got a brain fuck today. And I came up and I was like, mushy good, and I looked at my daughter and she's like, there's nothing to eat.
And we're back.
And
turn my level up to 5, Mallory. Yeah.
How often, right? Turn it up 5. How often, and here's my question to you, how often do you feel like you are in that state of, and we're back? Like you have had this experience or you've been through something or you want to share something or you hear a song and just your family, the world, the TV, like just brings you back to, are you fucking kidding me? Like how often does that happen to you?
I got to tell you, the odd part is that it happens so much more frequently now than it ever did. I think that's what's been the trickiest piece of the COVID reality for me is that I got depleted in a way that when I was finally, pummeled out of my game and knocked out of all, everything and still trying to dig to get back to baseline, to get back to anywhere close to where I was. The difference was there's nothing in the tank to help me crank it back up to 5. Like that I had naturally, that I had unbeknownst to me, came gift with purchase. I was built that way, and I accidentally kept filling up that reserve tank my entire life. So I had no idea when it was gone that I had it, that it is gone, and I have no path to get it back. So I absolutely feel for this idea of, and it's the weirdest, blankest feeling because it is this, you totally don't get it. You're not on the same wavelength as me, and we're back, and you're bringing me down, but also I'm so down. It's kind of like, whatever. It's like, it's the weirdest kind of a flatness. So, and it happens a lot, and it's kind of frightening. So I love this idea. When it used to happen, when I felt like I didn't realize this is yourself, when it used to happen, I would get momentarily irritated, but then I would almost immediately be on to the next thing that I'm sharing with that person, right? Because we would like bounce right through it. So that's why it's so bizarre. And did she even acknowledge? Was she even aware you're sweaty? You'd been doing a ride. You're physically, like, it was not about you. It was about my stomach is hungry and everybody around me is going to hear it. It didn't even matter that you're the mom and maybe responsible for my stomach. It was called my stomach and fuck all y'all, right?
Yeah, but how many times do you say, I'm going shopping, what do you want from this store or that
Every
store?
time, and text me
what?
and come with me, and
Nothing.
they say, you know what I like.
Or nothing. I don't know. What do you want? Nothing. Do you
How
want
about something, cuts? How about you get something good for a change?
You. Oh, fuck you. Yes.
How about we have, my favorite is when they stand in the pant. They're so dumb. They're so dumb. They're so super dumb. And I was thinking about my sweet friend, Jessica, our sweet friend, Jessica Kupferman, just last night. I don't know if this is going to ring a bell for you, but she had a kid with ADD, maybe a couple of them, right? And we were talking about, well, how do you manage things? How do you hide things in your life? How do you do? She goes, my kids are such ADD assholes, I think was her phrase. They're such ADD assholes. I don't even worry about it. When I buy them a present, when I buy a box of cookies, I leave it right out on the counter. They don't even see it.
Oh my God.
They're so up their own ass. They just walk right past it. And they have no idea. I'm just like, holy shit. Because I'm in there trying to hide these fancy graham crackers that we got that are,
Trader Joe's.
Oh my sweet Jesus. How did they, oh my God.
I buy 3 packs at a time.
They're trouble. They are
crack.
Trouble with a capital T.
Dear listener, that's the Trader Joe's dark chocolate covered graham crackers. I just sent a package to my parents because
oh my God,
I'm good like that.
It's not. It's a problem. It's a lose your job, stay at home, eating out of this bag problem. I don't know how I have missed it all this time.
Oh my God, they're so good. Isn't it like 2 servings though? Because you guilt yourself out of having it as 1 serving, or there's another
three of them is 200 calories. 3 baby tiny graham crackers covered with chocolate and salt are 200 calories. So but they're not really. They're not. 3 bags is 200 calories. So just eat 3 bags.
I hate that you said that out loud. I really do.
It's a problem. You're not allowed to buy these bags. It's a yellow bag. It's a yellow bag, and it says dark chocolate covered honey grams with sea salt.
I bought them on Amazon when the quarantine just started and we weren't leaving the house at all. I said, well, I didn't know this was happening. And I bought like a 3-pack of them on Amazon for a ridiculous amount of money. And now you can go and stand in line outside Trader Joe's and wait for your opportunity to shop for shit you don't need but need.
We got really lucky. We never had a Trader Joe's in our community. And then, I don't know, 5 years ago, they got a Trader Joe's in the town 38 minutes away. And it was always, always busy. And then within the last year, we got one in my town. And for whatever reason, you can get in and out of that store with no line, with no wait, with no nothing, with no fuss, with no muss. Everybody, it's continually busy, and you're moving faster than a fast pass at Disneyland. I don't know why they keep your ass moving, but they do. You don't have to wait. You never have to wait ever. It's heaven.
And they're fucking delightful in there. They're
fucking delightful. They're super sweet. Here's the other thing I want to tell you, because I know none of this is on the board. We got a great board this week, so I should shut up, and I won't. So I wore you wore the other day when I talked to you and I saw you on the video apparatus. You were wearing the world's best T-shirt, and it looked like script across the front, and it was just really delicate and pretty. And I said, "What's that say?" And it said Biden. It was so beautiful and kind of understated, but also really like, fuck you, everybody. And I just loved it, right? So I was inspired the next day, put on my shirt. I had nowhere to go. Took my kid to his sailing thing. So he's there. It's raining. What are we doing for lunch? It gets to be lunchtime. Okay. I end up stopping at the drive-through to get prescription, has to get picked up. Done. Well, I'm already out. It's raining. I'll get this. I end up going to 3 stores. Fast forward, right? To get this piece, that piece, the other piece, to have this great meal, which we had, and it was spec fucking tack, let's just say. And that is when we discovered the grams, this whole thing. The reason I'm telling you this is I went to the most expensive store in town, total bougie. Ridiculous, because they have the best bread. I went to Trader Joe's, the hippie store, right? And then I went to a local store, which is basically like the supermarket chain. So I went to low, medium, high, right? In every single store with my mask, moving quickly, I received a minimum of 3 comments. Hey, I like your shirt.
Okay.
From people who don't talk to each other, look at each other, get your eyes off my cart, come near me and I'll knife you. I mean, this is COVID shopping. Get in, get out, shut the fuck up. That's how it works, right? People went out of their way, and I'm talking in the bougie store. I had employees and shoppers.
Nice.
Hey, I like your shirt. When I'm driving through town, I have people point, because I made a point to put a bumper sticker on the front and the back. So I put it on I put it on the right-hand side of my windshield. So when I do car pickup, the teachers can see it. And now all the teachers wave to me, even ones I don't know. So anyway, as I'm driving, coming up to the stoplight, people will like point at the windshield and then give me a thumbs up. I mean, I don't understand. I drive through town. I see signs for Biden. It doesn't make sense. This is very different than
ever before.
Everybody liked the shirt. They commented on the shirt. It made me stunned and surprised. So off of that topic.
So on my intro, I said, "Whose poop is this?" Both times you started to drink when I said it.
I can never win with you.
I want you to know that people are not curbing their dogs, and their dogs are pooping. And in that vein,
wait.
Other people are picking up that dog's poop and sending it for genetic testing to find out what dog left this behind so they know who.
I was so confused because I thought your backyard is fenced and nobody's going to walk up to you wouldn't even be able to see the front of your yard unless you drove down there. So it's like, how would you even know if anybody's pooping in your yard? The fact that other people are physically lifting up, packaging, mailing, and paying for the analysis of poop really troubles me for the future of this.
Yeah, does it? But I really like your shirt, Amy.
Oh my God.
Look, it's a serious problem, it seems, mostly in Seattle, where this business of poop DNA testing is skyrocketing. Yeah, so the test, I think, is like $60. The fine for leaving your dog shit somewhere is $50.
You could buy a new dog for $60 down at the We've Got Too Many Dogs place. What's it called?
The Pound?
You go there, right.
The SPCNA?
That's the one. Yeah.
I was kind of thrown by that because I'm willing to pay that money to have somebody clean the shit out of my backyard, but not take it and DNA test it.
The passive aggressive. We need a new word for poopsive aggressive. How in the world? How in the world? All right. First of all, I remember vividly in a house in a state long ago, someone walking past our house. I was much younger and a little sharper than I am now.
I don't think you get sharper than you are now.
Poor woman was walking by, and her dog happened to stop, and I happened to be walking through our screen porch that faced the front at the time, and I yelled in a very loud and commanding voice, which you can imagine I might have.
I've heard it.
And pointed and yelled at her and said, "I know you're going to clean that shit up," while the dog was in the process of pooping, and the dog stood up while he was still pooping and started walking. And she came back and cleaned it up. But I was like, God, that's mean. Why was I so mean? Point being, I'm not picking that shit up and having it analyzed. If I don't like somebody shit in my yard, you going to hear about it and we going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's when you don't catch them and you want to know who did it. It says the results come back medium-sized boxer. So then you're hyper-vigilant at the window looking for a medium-sized boxer.
Don't you, if you're that crazy, aren't you already sitting in the sidewalk with a shotgun and a pair of binoculars? I mean, this is nuts. There's easier ways to solve this mystery. Crackpots. It's just so weird.
It is weird that it's come to that. People, pick up your dog shit. Or call Stu. He'll do it. He does it all the time.
Stop it. He's doing
Don't call Stu.
He's too much. He would say, how much are the flight tickets to Seattle? I need to get a poop scoop job.
Poor boy.
He doesn't have a lisp. He just did today. That's okay.
Poor boy. We have gotten some serious feedback on last week's episode.
Oh, you think? It's a fake out with that title, talk about porn, and then spend the whole time having an academic discussion and no pubes or dicks or any of these other things.
Well, that didn't stop people from writing you about pubes and dicks, did it?
No. I still got
pube and dick talk.
Johnny shoots over the wall. Stop it. Why? I don't want it, guys. I don't want it.
So, dear listener, I'm so curious. We did get some answers of people, would you think differently if you knew what kind of porn people watched? And we did get some interesting and totally exciting feedback. Amy got a voicemail.
Yes, it was sent. Actually, it was somewhere in one of the socials, like a direct message. And she did, and it was, I think, a failed video call, but it came in as an audio. And I have it, and we can cue it up and play it.
Amy, it's Bonnie. I am listening to the latest episode of Brilliant Observations, about the porn. Thank you very much. And, oh my God, I don't know. I maybe it was you. Whoever can't swim, I'm so happy I was not drinking at the time. I would have choked. I burst out laughing like the loudest effing cackle. And I'm in my apartment by myself. I'm sure my neighbors think I'm insane. Whoever said, when you're talking about the floating thing, the float tanks, which I don't understand, why would you pay to float? But anyway, you could really do that in a bathtub if it's big enough. But anyway, so whoever can't swim, when you said, if it was you, I don't know, I can't swim, oh my God, I just burst out laughing. Thank you again for another lovely episode.
Hey, Amy, would you ever be hypnotized?
It's not a hard question to answer. I'm gonna punt it back to you without answering it.
Yeah, I think no. because I have an inner dialogue that I don't want to feel so relaxed that I share.
My suspicion is that I am highly, I don't know what the words are, suggestible. I already talk in my sleep. I'll already have a conversation with you in my sleep. But at least two of my kids do it, probably all three. It's very easy for me to sort of slip into that state and just open up all the doors. If Snape is in the room in the closet with Harry Potter and me, they're all up in there. It doesn't take all night to crack into this walnut. It's pretty easy. So yeah, I kind of, on the one hand, I've thought about it. I thought this is the way to go. Let's do it. Let's get in there and you will be successful. You will lose weight. You will do the thing that you won't do. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking call them. So I can't even get motivated to get a hypnoter to get in there and do it. It frightens me to give up that much possible, to open myself up to that much manipulation. Frightens me.
Yeah, and I don't want people to hear my inner dialogue. It's very private. It's very, when you say one thing and inside your head you're like, yeah, not really. And I don't want the not really.
Well, I don't
part.
think that they're going to Edward from Twilight you. I mean, they're going to go in there and ask you to do the thing. They're going to try and tick apart. It's with the spirit that you desire to make a change or to do something that perhaps there's a subconscious thought getting in the way. No?
Yeah, but if you let it go, anything can come out. Like do you want to hear what can come out?
Yes, do it now. I'm waving this magic wristwatch. What is it called?
So keep your eyes on
Pocket
the watch.
Jiminy cracker business. God,
yeah, I don't think I could do it. Dear listener, would you allow yourself to be hypnotized? I'm curious if it's something that most people look forward to. Like, I'm always surprised when people volunteer at those things, on the cruise, when they make you bark like a dog, or they say, what do you really think of your mother-in-law? Or God help you. What kind of porn do you really watch? Like, I don't want to let anybody
I don't understand what kind of cruises you're on, because first, I don't think that's what they're doing. And number two, I thought that you're talking about like actually signing up for proper hypnosis, not let's do a parlor trick that doesn't actually work, where they've stacked the deck and the number of the cards and they know what it's going to be, and the man's not really levitating, but you think he's levitating. I mean, that's not real.
You don't think the hypnosis on the cruise ship is real? Like making somebody, every time you see them for the rest of the week, bark like a dog at the buffet?
No, it's like the Electoral College. It's not real. It's
Oh my God. This weekend I had an anniversary, and my husband gave me flowers. Tell me, flowers is a gift. When you hand somebody 2 dozen very thorny roses, like, is that a job or a gift? What is that? Now I have to, under running water, cut these on the right angle as my thumbs and fingers are bleeding from the...
Right. What's your mother's name? What's her name?
Sharon.
I was going to say Sheila. All right, Sharon. Well, here's the thing.
Obligated.
Setting aside the amount of effort that it takes to receive 2 dozen long-stemmed roses, I will say that it's tricky. I love arranging flowers. I love styling flowers. I love giving flowers. I love all of that. And I have noticed that a lot of folks feel your way.
Obligated.
That it's like, put the shit in a vase or wrap it up into something. Why do I have to fucking work for you? This is my gift, right? If I go to the movies, I don't have to go up and like turn on the fucking projector. Like, figure this shit out. If you're going to give me
my ticket.
Thank you. If you're going to give it to me, give it to me. Otherwise, thank you. Pick something else. Not for me. I love doing all that shit. It's my favorite part, actually. But I agree. It's kind of because it's creative. You get to, do something.
I don't enjoy that at all. But I did it. I did it because he went to Costco and got me my roses. And they're beautiful.
What color were they?
Red. He asked my daughter what color, and she picked red. I mean, they're beautiful,
That
Stu.
stands for true love. I love orange, and I think that stands for
That's my
suspicion. Yeah, it's like the worst color. Yeah.
But like that deep, dark orange, like that.
Yeah,
those are gorgeous. Yeah, but you don't find them most of the time. They're very rare. They're very rare.
Our bougie store is insane with the flowers. You walk through and you feel like you're in Chelsea in New York. It's just gorgeous. Their flower department is insane. brutally expensive. They have actually started. Well, they've actually started this new little thing, which makes me so angry. They have a name for them. I think they call them pocket bouquets or something. It's as small as a coffee cup.
Yeah,
a very
the little guys.
A very little tiny one, and they've created this whole little separate standee display, and they're like $25, but they're so delightful. It's the kind of mixed assortment that Ina Garten would somehow have on her guest bedroom night table, right? And there's just every single one unique, and they're all right there, and you're ready to check out. And you're like, but I don't have $25 for rent. I'm buying it anyway. I mean, it's so
flowers.
good. It's so good. I love it. So flowers, good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm alone. I'm alone on there's work involved.
No, I think you're not. I think I'm alone in thinking that remember when it used to come in the box? Remember when you would get the long white box and you'd lift it off with tissue and you're like, now what the fuck do I do? Because I don't even have a vase, right? Well, I love that part. So anyway, and I bought a lot of vases.
Wow.
And I do say vase because I'm not a vase.
I don't remember which one I say. I say both, but...
A mazing.
A vasing. So we've previously discussed things that creep your husband out. That being oranges, pulpy alien skin, and
eyeballs.
I think you have another one for me.
I can't believe it. I've been queuing up this thing because I've been so... I won't watch it on Netflix, but I'm told I'm supposed to watch it because it'll be great and delightful and heartwarming. And I'm like, I can't fucking get there yet. Give me something easy. So there's this documentary about a dude who is all fucked up in life and starts going into the sea, and he encounters an octopus. And then for some reason, they befriend each other. And he goes back every day for a year and fucking films this octopus. And the octopus truly has what appears to be a human relationship with him. Like they interact with each other. It's fucking bizarre. And everyone who sees it is like, oh my God, it was so moving. It was so great. Blah, blah, blah. So I've been saving it, thinking I'll force the family to watch this and we can all have some moment together. Right. And so I mention it to him as in passing, like, oh, well, I've been saving this. I think it's called My Octopus Teacher. And he looked at me and he said, there's no fucking way I'm watching that. I was like, what? And he goes, I hate octopuses. I said, what? And he's like, I hate them. I said, but they're so intelligent and they're the smartest in the sea. They're so fantastic. And he's like starting to twitch and he's like, no. He's like, I don't fucking care. I don't want to see it. No, I'm not talking about it and we're not watching it. And
I'm not talking about it.
No. He's like, they're fucking creepy. I'm done. And then, of course, I had to start taking my finger and make it like a tendril and stick it up near his ear or his eye. And now he's slapping my hand away. Yeah, it was not. Why? They're the best. Everybody loves them. Even in that thing with the fish, Dory, where they have the pretend octopus that would like play jokes. They already know in real life octopuses play jokes with researchers and they get irritated. They steal shit. They're fucking human. Do you not know this about octopuses?
No, I do know how intelligent they are in the sea, but I did not know your husband had
It's
yet
a fucking
another...
whack job. Yeah, it's a fucking whack job. Take the best one. And shit all over him. And this is while he was watching football for two teams that he doesn't like in a league that he hates. And I don't understand you.
That's
Why
a man
are you
thing.
Why are you doing this? And he's like, I want to watch him lose. And I'm like, I don't get it. Would you watch a movie with actors you don't like about a story that wasn't entertaining to prove you don't like it? I don't get why the sports thing
Would you
works.
read a book that you hated?
What are you doing? And he has no love for the best of all sea creatures. The man, why did I marry him? I don't understand.
That is bizarre. Has he ever had an experience
He won't go scuba diving or any kind of diving because the mask freaks him out because it has to do with near your eyes. So he wouldn't do it. Got out of the pool and wouldn't do it. Wouldn't even do a snorkel. He was like, nope. Stood up, out. I'm like, this is a fun honeymoon. It's a fun honeymoon.
A funny moon. This might be why your husband and I sit on the side when we're together, when our families are together, and just make fun of all of you because we don't engage in so many things.
I feel really supported. It's great. Happy anniversary, long stem roses.
Yeah, let me go cut those up and
you too.
Let my fingers bleed. Have you seen the Drew Barrymore show at all?
No. Does she have a show? I love Drew.
Yeah, so she's all alone in a room. It's kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse, but for Drew. She's all alone, but she interviews people. And
Is this an extension of her optimism blog that I don't read? Yeah.
She's delightful, though. I have to say, she really is delightful. Somebody said the show isn't going to last. She's fucking crazy. No, she's delightful. And her optimism and her joy. She actually, what's that Tom Green guy she was married to? She actually she had him on the show. He was there. They were 100 feet apart. And she said to him, I want to thank you for, and they had this really deep, I felt like we shouldn't have been in the room. I've only seen little pieces of her show.
That's who she is. That's why I love her, because she doesn't understand how to socially, emotionally distance. She just immediately dives in for
no boundaries.
I'm in your heart, and I'm going to take a bite of it and then cuddle with it for, and then I'm going to spit it out, and then we're all going to look at it and bury it, and then we'll be sad together. Like, she's nuts. She's up in it. There is nothing
and
casual.
And she takes her top off and does a dance for you, and then she teaches you to cook something.
That's right.
I've never seen the show start to finish, but I've seen pieces probably on YouTube from somebody posting something. But there was and I think she's delightful. I don't know how successful this is going to be. I hope it never ends. Good luck. And I saw a segment that had to do with, you know what FOMO is?
I admit I had to look it up. Oh, FOMO, yeah, fear of missing out. Yes.
Correct. So JOMO,
that's the one I had to look up,
is a new theory, finding the joy in missing out. And I thought, well, I've always had JOMO.
Yes.
Because
you invented JOMO.
I might have invented
JOMO. You are the queen of JOMO Mojo, I think.
JOMO Mojo. I like that. Those are MJ are my initials, so Mojo was, just a natural. Right. Perfect. So the joy of missing out is really how I've really set up my life. I love this group of people, but when they get together without me, just take pictures and keep posting. Like, I love seeing all of these things from my Twizzler ridden bed, with 3 remotes and 3 dogs, and that's really my happy place. How many down comforters do you have? Because I have a lot. So while watching this segment, there were 5 self-care categories that if you're going to isolate, that you really still need to take care of yourself. And last time I asked you to put a list of things that you enjoy, try to incorporate 1 in your day, keep them simple so they're easier to do and more practical. And then I looked at these 5 self-care categories being like physical, social, mental, spiritual, emotional. And the one that I keep running into a brick wall when trying to, actualize is meditation. Yeah, meditation. He says, this one guy says, go by time. Time is thankfulness, inspiration, meditation, and exercise. Well, go fuck yourself. Stop telling me what to do is my first theory.
That doesn't do it for me. So have you tried?
So I don't, because the idea of meditation makes me angry, and I can't, it's counterintuitive. Like, I can't sit and, okay, now I'm going to shut the fuck up. But when he said meditation can be as simple as, and I'm like, yes, give me simple meditation. Yes, for this moron, making a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Sitting down, smelling the tea, the sounds of the hot water, the smell of just making tea and sitting with the tea.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've been doing this all wrong. My husband pays for an app. what do you mean? Okay, let's try that. And I'm kind of excited to give we already started with thankfulness several episodes ago. It's gratitude, right? So thankfulness and meditation and exercise I already do, much to my own chagrin. I'm actually following his JOMO, joy of missing out. I didn't even know that there was like a plan that I'm following. Well,
I don't know that joy of missing out and meditation are the same thing, but I can tell you that as a Catholic, we have a long-standing tradition of meditation. It's baked into most of the shit that we do. We just don't call it that. When you hear people saying they pray the rosary, Have you ever even heard about what
course.
this is? Know what this is?
Of course, bead out. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a long string of beads that are fashioned in such a way where you move your fingers to each bead to keep track, because you're repetitively saying the same prayers. You say 10, then
Our
you say
fathers.
then you say a different one.
Yeah.
And then you do 10.
I'm such a good Jew.
You do that 5 times, and then you come to the and you repeat it, and you repeat it, and you repeat it, and you repeat it. It takes about an hour to get all the way through the whole thing. And it's rote. It's no different. You're reciting something that you don't think about. It is just words in your head or whispers out of your mouth over and over and over. And the idea is that while you're doing it, you're supposed to be thinking about something, thinking about an intention, right? So that's just meditation. What you're doing is distracting yourself with this task of making tea, of saying a repetitive statement, and training your mind to focus on the topic, task, intention, or desire that you have, right? And in the rosary, the idea is you're connecting the two of that. You're helping to bring it about, to will it, to ease it, soothe it, celebrate it, whatever it
Wrap
might
it up,
be.
flip it, rub it down.
Let's go.
Oh, no.
So yeah, and I think the Japanese sort of have a notion that everything that you do is a form of meditation, in that it's all an example of focus and importance in your life, and the level of intent and thoughtfulness and meaning that you bring to everything, so that, you know, when you see really, really methodical and specific and precise pouring of tea, or caring for a space, or dressing, or any of these traditional acts, that the very traditional sort of stereotypical things that we think of for that culture, it's all in that same vein. So yeah, what I have come to understand modern meditation, or this notion of let's all meditate, to be, I got one of these apps. It's free. I think it's called something Headspace. I think it's called.
That's what we have.
Yeah. So, and it's like an Australian dude talking.
Yeah.
And it's nice because he starts out by saying, all we're going to do is just let the thoughts go. Thoughts are going to come into your mind. You're not trying, in the beginning, you're not trying to focus on anything. You're not trying to do any work. So the meditation for morons, I think is what you called it before, right? Is the idea is to actively not control anything. It's not saying, I'm going to control my thoughts and think about this or not think about that. The idea is to surrender control. And when a thought comes in, watch it roll past, right? Just think of it as exercise videos in the mall. Just let them go right past you. You're not going to touch them. You're not going to grab them. You're not going to use them. There, I see it. I acknowledge it, and it's gone, right? It's never coming into my life. That's what you do for the 1 to 10 minutes with this dude talking you through it. Just let the thought go. So making tea is exactly the same idea. What kind of tea are you making? Do you drink the tea? I didn't think you liked tea. No, you like cold tea. Tea.
I like all tea.
You'll make a hot tea and drink a tea? What are you drinking?
Black tea. Organic black tea. Because
you've not stepped out on the teas yet?
No, Annie made me crazy that if it's not organic, they spray that shit and you can't. So
I'm sure they do, but guess what? Strawberries are the most polluted thing that you can put in your body, and everybody eats them. So
they're fucking delicious. So I want to acknowledge that meditation doesn't have to be something that is really as structured as I've always assumed meditation to be. And the fact that you can find it in something as simple as making tea, or something as simple as just being quiet. I loved the idea of that. And I want to challenge our dear listeners to this week to meditate in your way, not the necessarily headspace, or the way I remember hearing it is thoughts come in your head, pretend like they're windshield wipers, just push them away. You are going to... I would like to just concentrate on something as opposed to concentrating so hard on trying to think of nothing. Like think of an octopus. Don't think of an octopus. Right. Octopus. Like you can't, that's always been my challenge. And with my ADD, it's impossible to not think of anything. So to have an action that I can do instead of trying inside my head not to do something, because that's not something in which Melissa is capable. So I much prefer. So here's my challenge this week. While putting still one thing you enjoy or another thing you enjoy into your day-to-day, find a way to meditate that is not as structured and scary as the word meditate, and contact us in any form. It could be on Instagram, or Facebook. Facebook actually, Brilliant Observations, has a subgroup called Brill Obs Squad. You could find us there. You can let us know how it is that you chose to meditate, thinking of nothing, doing an activity, or tell us your meditation history. I wanted to say it was TMJ, but that's what I have, and the reason I can't chew. But it's, come on.
Oh, there's an acronym with T in it because I keep getting Facebook ads.
Transcendental meditation. Guys, I know you're
yeah.
screaming at me, and I finally got it. I'm going to cut out some of that lag so it's not as painful.
Oh, she won't cut it out. She won't. She won't do it.
So transcendental meditation, it's just, you get a mantra. Stop with your...
You're on a train.
Yep. What? You get from place to place.
Yeah.
Transcontinental meditation.
Right, that's the one.
Much funnier.
Yep.
Let me tell you, my son wanted a drink last night, and he was trying to think of, could I have a screwdriver? Could I try?
For God's sake!
Could I try a drink? And then before he could say it, she goes, "What? You want a corkscrew?" And I thought, that is...
Now we have a new drink.
We are going to call it for the rest of our lives. But no, you cannot have one. But let us know what you did at Listen Brilliant anywhere, or you can even email us. We'd be thrilled to read your email, brilliantobservations@gmail.com, and tell us something that you do in your day-to-day. And if you don't, try it this week. Try something that is not a typical meditation. And don't steal my tea making because
I'm curious. That's right. And I'm curious too, because I started this Headspace thing prior to any of this COVID stuff as a kind of a coping, like I need something. And it was
you had no idea what was coming.
It was super helpful in slowing my brain down and helping me sort of, okay, now we can approach the next thing. Like it was very helpful. And now when I have this idea, this is where I thought you were going with the notion of JOMO and meditation. Now, when I have, zero energy in the engine, like I don't need to be slower still. Like I'm looking for the jump start, kick start, get up, hut. Like I'm super opposite meditation right now. So I will try it in the non-meditation app form and instead ruminate on something while I'm doing sort of a thoughtful task. The tea making, the nurturing. Yeah.
For you, it could be cutting my flowers and putting them in a vase. For me, that was like, you'd be like, yes. This is when I cut the flowers. I do love it and the world is peaceful and joyous. Yeah. I put a small aspirin because I hear aspirin is good for flowers.
Sprite. Who has a fucking Sprite? But yeah, you put Sprite in there too.
Do you really?
I just use a teaspoon of sugar. I always use the little fucking packet. Nothing's better than those packets. But
oh yeah, I did use that.
Packet. That sounds gross.
Well, the way you said it did.
I didn't make it up. It's not my thing. What am I, from All English? It's not me.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, what?
What are you watching?
Oh, Lord. A lot of things. I don't even really fucking remember, but I do know that I'm in super trouble. Promises made. Promises broken. I told everybody last week and Ginger that I would watch the first episode of Outlander, and I won't do it now because it feels like I'm checking. It's like porn. It's different when you turn on something and you're like, oh yes, I will be watching this show, versus saying, I know that has porn in it. Click play. Like I haven't gone back. I won't do it now. I haven't done it. So I've been avoiding it. And I didn't watch The Octopus either. I watched this show just last night called, I'll be honest, I have no idea what it's called. Netflix showed it to me. It's some girl who's bright from London, and
is she from Chicago, but she goes to
No. It's I didn't even get through it, and it's not all that great. But the thing that irritated me the most is God, I can't think of any words right now. In the opening scene, she's sitting down with a therapist who's a famous actor who I adore, and I can't think of his name at all, and I'm not even going to give you any references. The first thing he says to her is, I want you to make a list of all the things that make you happy.
Oh, wait,
and I want you
me.
to start incorporating those in your day. And I
Shut
thought,
up.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did this bitch do this psychoanalytic bullshit, mumbo jumbo, get in your brain, pull your spine stem and make you all, I'm going to fix you psychically. Like, I couldn't believe that that's what they were fucking doing.
What show is that?
Her name is Claire Phil Philby or something like this. It's not it. And then the actor is the Broadway actor from The Producers, who is not Matthew Broderick. Why can't I think of his name?
Nathan Lane?
Yes! He is her psychiatrist. And he's cute as a button in this. He's very adorable and not exuberant at all. So
All right, now I have to find
he's
this
been
'cause they
miscast.
stole my shtick.
It's not, there's nothing good about it yet, but for some reason I'm like, I'm going to continue. Oh, I'll tell you what I am watching.
What?
I'm watching The Vow, which is why I thought you were going down the hypnosis road. Are you watching The Vow?
I'm not.
What? Why not? It's perfect for you.
It might be. I'm not there yet.
Why are you not the what? Do you know about it and actively avoid it, or it's
No,
like fuck you?
I know
got shit
about
to
it
do?
and it's on my list.
Oh my Lord, kids! Here's what I'm getting ready to tell you. It starts out, and it's a short run series, so there's probably 6, 10. I don't know how many there are. Right? Each one gives you a little bit bigger piece of the story. It's a documentary about something that happened in real life just a few years ago. So you may even pick up and think, I think I remember some of this happening. But like every historical drama, you don't fucking remember what happened. So it's all a surprise to you. And I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll tell you, it starts out with, in the first episode, I was hooked. I was in. I'm like, how can I get more of it? I want to join this club. This club. And I researched and I looked about how I could join the club. And then I thought, I don't know. I don't think that's my
I think I'll go make tea.
I don't think that's my club. So there's a lot of hypnosis in there.
All right. I will look for it. I watched Away. Have you seen Away?
With punch 'em up skinny girl with the big teeth?
Hillary, also known as Hillary Swank.
They knew who it was. I haven't, but Netflix wants me to. It keeps putting
And
it in
Josh
my way.
Charles from
I don't know what that
The
is.
Good Wife and all that joy.
Okay.
It is excellent.
Oh, she redeemed herself. Atta
It
girl.
is excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. And
Get it, Swank? I love it.
yeah, she.
Tell me about it, because I haven't seen a single thing. I don't know.
No, I'll just tell you that she is on a mission to Mars.
Okay.
And she leaves behind a husband and a daughter, and it's about their life, and it's about our world, that we're already going to Mars. It tells you a lot about, what's happened. I don't know what year it is, but it's excellent. It's
I feel
really,
like I
really,
don't know what year it is. I can't wait. That's good. Good.
Really, really well
produced,
done.
well acted, good
Really well
storyline,
done.
all yes, tick, tick, tick.
all of it. Yes, yes, yes. And your whole family can watch it. I mean, it's
okay, perfect.
porn free.
What? And
that
you
gonna-
endorse? I'm in.
Oh, I know.
You really like the stick it in yous. Those are good for you.
I like talking about other people's obsession with, more so. I did get a lot of good feedback, like, oh, I never really thought about, now I can't go to board meetings anymore and think
See?
of it. And
Yeah.
hear, yes, all that joy. Hey, Eddie
Hey.
Van Halen died at the
I
ripe
know,
young
that's-
age of 65.
That's one of the things Brian was sharing with me from Howard. And I got to say, as much as I denigrate that he is continuously saving and replaying these interviews for me, every single one of them is spectacular, and this was no different. So Howard was reminiscing about his personal connections with Eddie Van Halen, and I love Van Halen, and I really was sad to learn this and have sort of heard, there's a tribute channel on the pay radio station that we have, and listening to that a little bit. They've got everybody on there, like Sammy Hagar won't go on everybody's going on the circuits to stand up and say, let me tell you this, let me tell you that about my friend, and he won't. He says, I'm not ready, which is a nice way of saying this is fucking sad and I'm a real human, and I don't.
Let's not take advantage of the opportunity to
I'm
be
sad.
relevant again.
I'm sad enough about my friend's loss that I'm not going to stand there with a microphone in my face, and that says a lot to me. But what he did release, I think maybe like a couple of months ago, he was talking to somebody about this that was able to retell the story, and he said, I've been texting him because I knew what he was going through.
Yeah.
He was texting back a little bit with me. And then a couple of months ago, and I knew it was maybe not going great. And then a couple of months ago, he stopped texting me back. So I figured that things were ramping up. And then a month ago, I texted him like, come on, man, I got to hear from you, whatever. And he absolutely did not text me back. And I knew we were in the thick of it. And then sure enough, here it was. So that's how close friends, dudes, right, would handle this, which is super fucking sad. And so I've spent a lot of the time talking to the kids about gratefully for me, they're able to say things like, yes, I know who Eddie Van Halen is, Mom. Yes, I know who Van Halen is, Mom. Yes. So evidently I've played him all this stuff before, but just pulling back up and talking through the realities of his pioneering use of the guitar. And I mean, it's just, even my brother was one of the ones turning me on to this when we had nothing to talk about, as very young kids. He would be there with his acoustic guitar sounding like shit and, talking about Eddie Van Halen. How could he even do this? How did he even invent this? Just the technique and the humbleness that he carried through his whole life. He would always show up and help other people who were interested in guitar, even if he didn't, like, that was their connection. He was really down to earth in that way. I had no idea that as an immigrant family, they were really roughed up and had a shitty time. I don't think of Eddie Van Halen as an immigrant in the same way that I don't think of us as immigrants, but we are. So evidently they were Dutch. I mean, his kid's name's fucking Wolfgang. So it was tough. They didn't have the money they needed. They didn't have, any kind of respect. Fucking what a life. And look at him. Look at all that he's achieved and accomplished. And
crazy. And dies at
Crazy.
65. And obviously somebody who is such a pioneer in our lifetime, I start to think, if you knew you only had 15 or 20 years left on this planet, what would change? I mean, we're living every day like we'll be here forever. We don't think of an end to this. We just think, what's next? We do the President Bartlett, what's next? What's next? Okay, moving right along. What if you knew that you only had 15, 20 years left? What would you do differently? What would you want to do? What are you living like that now?
Absolutely not. My long list of wants has absolutely no start button. I continue to frustrate myself and not progress against even the simplest things. There's and I have all of the evidence and all of the motivation. We've lost close friends. We've lost there's been a lot of loss, physical death, right? A lot of loss in a very compact period of time. And feeling all of it and still being in the throes of it, I still am not motivated enough by fear or hope or anything that you want to label it to clean out all the files, to make sure that shit's been taken care of, to write the stupid thing that I want to write. I was watching Brene Brown last night too, which is why I had to shift over to anything else when I was done watching it. No, I really like her and find her super motivating, and for whatever reason, hearing her talk, I hear it now. Like before when she would talk, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I hear it now. Parts of it I'm still like, yeah, that's not me. But there's some of it that's clicking, and I don't have I want that fire. I want to be able to have the moment where it happens, where I take care of my body physically. Like I had a huge health scare about a little more than a year ago, and it motivated me to make some big changes. And then, I got kind of sick, stopped going to the gym for a little bit, COVID hit, and then I decided to eat every single item in the Trader Joe's, maybe whole store, continuously until right now, not exercise. So it's like just fell off the fucking cliff as far away as you could go. 15 years, 5 minutes, dropping dead. I don't even want to turn the camera on the room that I'm in right now for you to see the state of things that are in here, let alone think about all the things that I still want to do. I've gotten kind of old to still have such a long list of things I want to do. I told you last week, my bucket list includes things like learn to fucking whistle. I could tackle that shit. That's not insurmountable. That's not rule the kingdom of the world. Yeah, I got fucking whistle on my list, and guess who ain't done it yet? So talk to me about your 15 years, curly top. What do you got on your list? Huh? Make $1 million in 10 minutes. Like, I don't even know what would be on your list. You fucking if you want to do something, you just fucking do it. I don't think you're happy about it. I don't think you're fulfilled by it, but you fucking do it. You are a move through the it is done.
I had a chat with our friend Sarah, and my kids in the next 2 years are both going to be out of my house. And I've struggled with this before when my kids went to high school, and they're really kind of self-cleaning ovens. Like, what am I now that I am not your mother full-time jobby? Well, I will always be your mother, but this is actually a topic for another podcast, but they've defined me for so long that what's next, really. So if I knew I had 15 to 20 years left, I need more information. I don't mean to throw this back out there or not answer, but are my kids out? Are they on their own? Are they, functioning? Are they like
I'll help you because I live this every hour of my life with no hyperbole. This is a pretend. I'm not willing this. This is hypothetical. It's just for conversation. It's not going to happen. Jinx, knock wood. No. Back off, Satan, right? You're going to die tomorrow. What's your scramble list? Your house is burning. What's the thing you take?
My
right?
dogs.
What's the shit you haven't done that you immediately think, fuck, why didn't I? What's the thing there you look back and say, I'm so glad I did. I wish I did more. That's what this is. Having a focus puller when everything is shifting, I am acutely aware of what that feels like now. I've heard you talk. I've heard other folks talk who have put their careers in the part-time role and put the kids in the full-time role, right? How hard it is when those roles start to shift, like mentally really hard. Now I feel it because my career was, exploded. There's no career left for me. So I get to pick a new career. And what is that? Oh, also, I don't want any career. I want a bed filled with Twizzlers.
Yes.
So is that bad? Like, I'm also sitting here thinking, like, metaphysically, you've been telling me to slow down, Jomo. You've been telling me to meditate. I got you. I'm in the bed with my Twizzlers. So fuck off. Why do I need, so I'm in a totally different place. My point to you, pretend it's tomorrow. Don't give yourself 15 years. And is there the, oh shit moment where you would wish and scramble? And I don't mean like this is the last gasp of the last day. How do you spend that day? I'm saying that would be the point where when it flashes through your eyes, you would be thinking, I wish I had. Boop.
Well, I have I wish I hads from years ago because as you age, your brain doesn't work the way it used to work. And I wish I had had parents who supported my want to become an interpreter for the deaf. I wanted to do, like, there are things it's too late for me to do at this point. But if it were tomorrow, I would surround myself with the dark chocolate honey grams crackers from.
But it's not too late. I mean, it's not too late.
It is.
How is it too late?
My brain doesn't work that way anymore.
You can't interpret for the deaf? You can't whistle?
My brain doesn't work that way anymore. I've tried to pick up more, and I do watch a little more sign language. I do some more stuff, but it's not taking the way it used to, and it's not something I can pull off. But I do have, and I'm starting to look at it as an opportunity. I do have an opportunity in another year and a half, 2 years, to recreate myself, assuming that I'm not going to die in a bed with Twizzlers tonight. Or
on the chair of the Peloton, with a big smile on your face.
I was crying today, so what's not a big smile? I don't enjoy that. So 15, 20 years left. I'm going to Act 3. I'm going to really put some effort into thinking about what the next chapter does hold when these kids are out there and the morning starts at 7 a.m. like it does every day, and I look around and I let the dogs out and I feed them and I let them out again, and then I stick my thumb up my ass and think, today my meditation is going to be starting to clean my closet. I have suits in there, Aim. Why do I have suits still in my closet?
You're going to keep those. Don't get rid of those, by the way. So
I'm not donating those to women who are going to interview for jobs, because I might be one of those women someday who needs the interview.
If it's a classic suit, just keep the suit. And the other thing is, why are you cleaning your closets? Do you know how many closets you have? I couldn't count them. How much time do we have left? You don't need to clean these closets. That's a bad use of your time.
That's going to be my meditation.
What? Okay. That's great. I support it. I think you're great.
You don't sound very supportive.
I'm not, and that's a lie. I told you I'm not a very good liar. I think I absolutely need to clean every waking surface in this GD place, just to be able to move through it. Like, we're near horde level of filth and bullshit. It's not good, but I'm kind of like, well, That's COVID. I mean, that's the problem. COVID has become like, well, yeah, okay, that's what we're doing now. It's almost like we had an earthquake that didn't stop. And so you're like, well, okay, I guess we're going to go to the supermarket while the earthquake's on. Catch the soup. It's falling on your head. Well, that's the earthquake.
Open your mouth.
Everything. Yeah, too bad. It's not like that anymore. It's just it's bizarro world.
So are you saying that you can't see past COVID? Are you saying that?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. And there has been a daily shift trend. Some that are very positive, some that feel really, really negative and like we're moving backward.
Right now we are.
Away and out of, right? So I know that it can't last. There are some things that have been permanently altered for the good and a vast many things that have been permanently altered for the bad. And I'm not thriving in this moment. This, for some folks, for some industries, for some psyches, for some relationships, this has been the perfect fertilization period. It has been exactly what was needed, and they are prospering. And I could not be more grateful and excited and happy for those folks. I am the exact opposite. This has been nuclear war on me, particularly, and all I'm trying to do is hang on long enough that I don't toxically ruin everyone else in my life. It's very, very difficult. In the reverse Peloton mind fuck you got today, I got it the other way, and I'm just still doing everything that I can to move through it. And really, part of that is trying daily to remove this incessant awareness that I'm not doing anything that I need to do. I'm not doing it properly. I could spend the next 9 hours cleaning the room that I'm sitting in and getting it back to a normative state. And that would make me feel so good. And I don't have 9 minutes worth of energy to do it. So so on top of not doing it, I feel bad about doing it. And then I have also the blame of pointing my finger like, God, why isn't she doing it? Like, it's not even me. It's like, why do you have to talk bad to me? I'm me. I'm supposed to be talking nice to me. So
I really want you to take the ride I took today.
I have ordered the hydro, and they are taking their sweet ass time to get here. At least it's in the factory now. Yep. So hopefully, and that'll be the other thing. If it shows up in the house and I put it upstairs and I don't go up there and ride it, that'll be the final straw. That'll be, I need to just buy a Costco sized. I need to frankly get a direct warehouse connection to the Twizzlers and just roll myself in them and never get out of bed. So we'll see what happens. Next week, I think we should focus on who's the next you that's coming down the pike, because that's really the question. And in many ways, that was the genesis of this podcast to begin with.
It really was. I am curious to know what's next for me, but I'm not going to know it by next week. So
yes, you are. So, and they're going to write in and tell you. We're going to do a straw poll. That's a fucking joke. These are jokes.
Are you saying that our listeners are going to write in and tell us something?
That was the joke.
Okay. Because I don't know that's we did get a couple of texts,
they're good people.
Write-ins.
They're good people.
We are grateful for you, dear listener. Thank you so much for listening and being a part of the journey that Amy and I are on. If you see yourselves at all in us, both we're sorry, and come with us on this journey.
And keep your porn to yourself. I'm not interested.
Don't get hypnotized, because you might just spill that shit and not mean to.
Okay, maybe we can bring a hypnotist on here.
Oh my God, please no.
We don't know any people.
It's one of my biggest fears. Like,
really?
My internal dialogue coming out for people to hear. No. Internal only. Sorry. Output only, input only. Yep. Those are the signs I have.
Hey, that was last week. Hey. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for listening. We love you guys.
Love you more. Bye.